Hello YouTube, thought we'd do a quick video here. I'm gonna be talking about the setup for part 2 of the BaoFeng UV-5R without the antenna, without a dummy load. I see in this video you see it with the dummy load. That's because I'm making this video so I can explain all the windows, so I don't want to burn up the radio. But when I do the actual live, it will not have a dummy load on it. So I just want to show you that or explain that to you, why you see it now in this video. But at any rate, what I'm going to have here is I'm going to do a little bit different. We're going to use a battery. I've had requests to do this test with a battery, so I will not be using a battery eliminator. So obviously with using a battery, I'm going to guess maybe 45 minutes to an hour before the battery goes dead. So we're going to do, using a battery, we're going to make the transmission time be longer. Instead of, what was it, 50 seconds before, we're going to do 4 minutes of transmission time, and then it will stop, wait a minute, and then play again another 4 minutes. So we're going to be doing that, play it longer. I'm also going to have the sound go through YouTube. You'll be able to hear the sound, the exact sound that's being played into the BaoFeng and being transmitted to another radio. Obviously, I don't want to capture the sound off the BaoFeng because we want to hear it like it's being transmitted. So what I mean by that is, just to explain this, let me get my fancy dancy little marker here. What I'm going to do, you see, remember in my other video, I had this radio here hooked up. Well, that's a much bigger line than I thought it was going to be. I have this radio here hooked up, okay? In the other video, I just had it to be a transmit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in a audio cable. You can see it right here. That's going to be fed into the computer, into another sound card, and that's what you're going to hear over the YouTube during the live video. Okay? So you're going to hear it from a receive radio. So if this BaoFeng starts to go goofy on the audio quality, you will be able to hear it as if it's being transmitted. That's why I want to hook it up to this radio, the receive radio. I don't want to hook up the sound to here because obviously that's going to sound good, because I don't want to use the source for sound. I want it to go through the air. So that's how we're going to hook up the sound. Yes, I know you're probably thinking, well, great, I'm going to be tired of hearing the same message every minute. Yeah, I understand that. You have to turn your sound down and then or come back to the live video every now and then. But some people want to hear it, and I think this is the easiest way to do it. At least that's what my plan is. Also, you're going to see I'm going to have a scope right here of the sound that's coming off this radio. Besides you hearing it through YouTube during the live stream, you can see the actual audio waveform on the scope. So you can also look at that to see if it looks, funny or whatnot. So that's what we're going to have too here. Obviously, this window here, it will be the wattage, just like before, will be the wattage. Okay. This right here is going to be the temperature that it is outside. Yes, I know this is in a GMRS shack, so it's going to be a little bit warmer, but not much, because the GMRS shack is not heated for this. I got to keep it all even. I want to try to keep it even like I did the other video. So that's what this is going to be. The temperature is going to show the outside. Figure a couple degrees more because, like I said, this is outside temperature of where I live. So Again, this is the actual watt meter. This is it right here. Obviously, this is the close-up. And then for demonstration purposes for this video, because I wanted to show the audio waveform, I do have a dummy load hooked up, but this dummy load right here will not be hooked up when I do the live stream. But I wanted to show you this audio, what it's going to look like. This is actually playing. You can't hear it, but it's actually playing it the way you're going to hear it. So, at any rate, that's what I'm going to do and how am I going to do this. I think this is the best way. Now, again, we're just going to use a battery, so it won't go as long as the other one did. I'm sure some of you are wondering about my part 1 video or my first video, what happened there. The live stream worked great. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm still waiting for it to get processed. I had YouTube support administrator, I think they call them, did write back to me saying, well, it's a long video, so it's going to take a long time to process. So I don't know how long that's going to be. I'm going to let it keep processing in the background. It might be a month, it might be a year, but eventually I'm hoping that video will be on my playlist or my video list so people can see for proof that the BaoFeng lasted with no antenna, keyed up every minute, playing a 50-second audio file. It lasted 23 to 24 hours, and it still worked fine. It didn't. I shut the stream down because I figured after that there's no point. And we're using the same radio in this one too, by the way. This is the exact same radio. I did not change the radio at all. It's the same one. The only difference is you will not see a cord here because I'm not using the battery eliminator. I'm just going to use a regular battery. It's what people wanted me to do. So, but that's the plan. What we're going to do here. And if you have any more comments or suggestions, I think at this point we're going to go it this way. Unless something happens and something changes at the last minute, of course, I'll post all this in the description of the live stream when it happens. I haven't decided yet a date and time. I will do it, give you some warning when I do this. I'll try to, give you like a week warning. But it's going to be soon. So, at any rate, if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe, and thank you, and have a good day.